is not exactly news that top actors get paid top dollar for their roles in hit movies. Getting paid $10 to $20 million for a movie is no surprise. However, most may not realize that a lot of actors also go for series. Not necessarily because of the immediate income, but the ones that would be generated from reruns. As a result, dozens of actors have earned between $10 to $20 million for their roles in series even as far back as the 80s and 90s. Many of them have even retired or are largely inactive in Hollywood, yet still get paid for reruns. Here are some of the actors that live off the income earned from reruns, despite the series they played in ended decades ago. Ray Romano, the actor and comedian. Ray Romano may be most notable to the younger generation as the voice of Manny, the woolly mammoth from the Ice Age franchise, but to the older generation, which constitutes the majority of his fanbase, his is Raymond, the star from Everybody Loves Raymond. The comedy series debuted in 1996 and ran all the way through to 2005, even winning an Emmy Award. There was so much buzz about the comedy series while it aired that the producers kept churning out episode after episode, more than they had initially wanted to. After the final episode aired in 2005, a lot of fans were sad and even clamored for a second season. The show was more successful than the producers had ever hoped for and became the most viewed show in the United States, and so as a result, a lot of fans didn't mind watching it again from the start. It keeps playing on local stations and all over cable as well. Ray Romano earns royalties every time from Everybody Loves Raymond even to this day. He earns an annual income of $18 million from the show, and it also helps that he's a co-creator of the show as well. The income generated is enough for him to live on and focus on other life interests and choices. David Schwimmer. David played the role of Ross Geller in the series Friends, which aired for the first time in 1994. The show quickly became one of the top shows in the United States, and producers kept topping the audience's expectations with more and more episodes and seasons. Alongside his co-stars, Matt LeBlanc, who played Joey Tribbiani, Jennifer Aniston, who played Rachel Green, Matthew Perry as Chandler, and Lisa Kudrow as Monica Geller, Ross's sister. Their incredible talent made the show a hit and now reportedly earns about $1 billion every year. David Schwimmer as Ross Geller is a love-struck paleontologist who is also a romantic and love-struck lover boy, mostly for Rachel Green. He grabbed a lot of fan base due to his comic acting skills, as well as the overall portrayal of his character, and the love he had for his family and friends. As per the terms of his contract, David Schwimmer is entitled to 2% of the annual earnings, which leaves him at approximately $20 million each year. To date, dedicated fans still stream the comedy series on Netflix and reruns play on local channels every other day. Despite the fact that the show ended in 2004, the producers and cast, like David Schwimmer, will continue to swim in royalties and money for a very long time. Because of the generous income Friends has afforded him, he has the freedom to face other career pursuits, and this is evident in roles in Madagascar, American Crime Story, and Laundromat, which is a Netflix movie. Ed O'Neill is one of those actors that make acting seem easier than it really is. His talent is undeniable, and so his success is not questioned. The actor is mostly known today for his brilliant role as Jay in Modern Family. However, most of his die-hard fans know him as Al Bundy as far back as 1987 in the sitcom Married with Children. Ed's character was a common household name, and he had the heart of thousands of American families. They loved his incredible talent, and he seemed to have a very magnetic and endearing personality through the way he carried himself on screen. The show obviously became successful, and now the reruns earn Ed O'Neill about $10 million a year. On top of that, his role in Modern Family is also one that is endearing to his new generation fans. It even appears like the royalties from Modern Family may earn him more than Married with Children, as even till date, pieces of several of his hilarious scenes from Modern Family are all over the internet and brings joy to a lot of the fans of the show who are mostly the younger generation. But now, the internet is wielded by this younger generation fans compared to the older fans of Married with Children. Will they be able to leverage it and surpass the ratings and income of the older show? Only time will tell. Ted Danson. There is no doubt that Danson is a talented and successful actor that deserves all of the accolades that come his way. Apart from the obvious, Danson is driven, focused, and determined to be one of the most entertaining actors on the Hollywood screen. and so he works hard to make a reputation for himself. However, there is also no doubt that one of his biggest successes was his role as Sam Malone in Cheers. Cheers is unarguably one of the biggest shows to ever grace TV screens, and even though it first aired as far back as 1993, when there was sitcom competition everywhere, even though a lot of critics compare it with the rival series Friends and say Friends is better, there is no question that Ted Danson still makes a lot of money from Cheers, and it is one of the biggest successes in his career. The series earns him as much as $5 million a year, and he still went on to pursue other career roles in franchises like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Bored to Death, and The Good Place. It is not often you see an actor who earns so much from reruns still pursuing other career goals when he could relax and put up his feet. But despite all these, he can rest easy knowing that, for a very long time, his royalties from Cheers would still flow in whether he retires or not. David Caruso comedy shows are not the only type of shows that make millions from their reruns. As a matter of fact, David Caruso, popularly known for his more serious role in the CSI franchise, makes a lot of money from its reruns. Created by Anthony Zucker, the CSI franchise has generated over $6 billion in total, debuting in the year 2000 with its spin-off series, CSI Miami, which ran from 2002 to 2012 for about 11 episodes. The success of the series generated a lot of fans of the show, as well as a lot of revenue, even while it was airing. David Caruso played the role of Lieutenant Horatio Kane and rose to become one of the most popular characters of the franchise. This was due to his excellent acting skills and perhaps his signature red hair as well. Solving crimes and leveraging on suspense and drama, the CSI episodes are heart-gripping and leaves an average viewer wanting more. Now a veteran actor, having been active in the Hollywood scene from 1975 to 2012, during which he played not only major and lead roles, but supporting roles as well in movies like An Officer and a Gentleman, First Blood, Proof of Life, and Mad Dog and Glory. The renowned actor has not been seen on the screens lately, so it is safe to say he may have retired, and comfortably so too, as his residuals from reruns earn him about $100,000 a year. May not be as much as other shows, but a good pension nonetheless. Would you like to have a passive income like that? I bet you would. Do you know who needs to think about their pension, though? These banned Hollywood actors.